It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. It is time for match number 2, and we're all set, as you guys can see on your screens. This one is going to be X Gravity Esports versus Pistol Esports. My name is Grizzly, guys. Welcome to the stream. You are watching League Ego's YouTube channel. If you haven't heard about us, we are a brand new esports organization. We conduct our tournaments both in the US and in India. We had our first US invitational a couple of weeks ago, and in the US it was a $200 invitational, and it was the bronze 5 that took home the prize. But today is not about that, folks. Today we are on the India Valorant Invitational, and in fact we are on the last match of round 1. So we've already got 3 teams that have qualified and have confirmed their slots in the semi-finals, and it's now down to these 2 teams to fight it out for that 4th and final spot. This is going to be a best of 3, and we're going to start things off at split. As you guys can see, we've got Team X Gravity on the side of the attackers, and Team Pistol Esports are going to be defending first. This is a prize pool of 35,000 rupees, so there is something worth playing for. And the finals that's going to be on Saturday is going to be a best of 5, and it's going to be lit, guys, so make sure that you guys are going to be there for that. But for now, without any further ado, let's jump straight into agent selection as I get this game going. I will see you guys on the other side.
It's all about humanity.
Alright, agent select. So over on Team X Gravity, as you guys can see, it looks like they've already got pretty much everything sorted out. So XG Reaper is gonna be on the Jet. We got Suicide on the Killjoy. We got RKB10. I'm gonna call him RK for this game, guys. He's gonna be on the Raze. We've got Terminator on the Sage, and we've got Blade who's gonna be on that Omen. Over on the side of Pistol Esports, we've got Juzo who's gonna be on the Sage. We've got Fuse who's look like he's made his mind up about going with the Raze. Rude is gonna be on the Jet. We got Hydra on Omen, and we got Mindfuck on the Killjoy. So this is going to be sick, guys. We have talked so much about Split as a map and how it is so defender-sided, and we saw some insane games yesterday. That match against Playground Esports, between Playground Esports and Beyond Infinity, the comeback that we witnessed there was unreal. And that was Split as well, and here's to hoping that we something similar in today's match as well. This is a best of 3, folks, so we got Split, and I believe we have Haven and Bind lined up next in the best of 3. But for now, it's going to be interesting to see how these teams respond to this map. Pistol Esports are going to be defending first, so they will be looking to make a strong start into this game, and we've got Team X Gravity Esports on the attack. Alright, here's something that I have not noticed. Identical lineups on both sides on both teams. Mirror agent selection here. Killjoys, Raze, Jet, Omen and Sage. On our screens right now, we've got Mindfuck who's on the Killjoy. He's just setting up to perhaps anchor down this A site. He's already got all his utility down. As you guys can see, there's an alarm bot in an aggressive position. He's got a turret, and we got Raze who's going to be supporting him off of A Heaven. But X Gravity Esports are coming in hot on mid. It looks like it's a very quick mid push. There is a Sage wall. Juzo has made that wall and fallen back just to make sure that he doesn't take too much damage. He's put down a slow to just slow them down, and looks like Team X Gravity as a result have changed directions. Reaper has picked up the first pick on Fuse on the Raze, as Terminator coming in hot. Hydra will pick up a pick on Suicide, but will get traded out as Blade is coming in to pick up that kill. He's gonna go in and prioritize the plant here, as Rude is gonna steal a kill from Team X Gravity, as both the remaining players of Pistol Esports now making their way towards this A side and planning this retake out. Rude is gonna get caught out with Terminator, just peeking early on A main with that frenzy in hand. It looks like it's down to just Juzo. It's a 1v3, there's a lot of angles to clear. Could not connect that headshot, and it's going to be Team X Gravity who's going to be taking home the first round. A pistol round in the bag. The scoreline now at 1-0. A fast push initially towards the mid, and it made me think that it's going to be a mid to B push. But once they did see that Sage wall and the subsequent slow orb that was thrown in the path, I think X Gravity just made that decision to move over to the A side of this map through vents, and good decision in hindsight. X Gravity have picked up the pistol round. We've talked about this so much. The teams that buy heavy on the second round can really take that momentum with them. On the side of Pistol Esports, just a quick look, couple of frenzies and a sheriff, as X Gravity are looking serious about this B main push. The wraparound coming in from Mindfuck as well, with who's on the killjoy here. He only has a classic to work with, but looks like Terminator was aware, and
Spike down B.
He's managed to pick up the kill despite just having a classic. He's down to just 10 HP, so surely he will get traded out fairly easily. And X Gravity Esports have gone ahead and increased their advantage, but meanwhile, Hydra has managed to pick up a kill and a Spectre, so something to work with as the team repositions towards the A side. Raze, who does have the spike in hand, it is RK as Reaper and Blade. I think they're aware that the side is obviously going to be clear now, with just Hydra who is making his way, and I think he's just stopped for a second to check if there are some free kills here on the offer, but is slowly going to start making his way. Will come face to face with Reaper in just a second. Predictably in that position, and connects that headshot straight up, making it ever so slightly easier for himself. He needs to worry about the Omen on rafters, and that is exactly what's going to be the end for him. The peaks from Raze really distracted him, and he just forgot to peek towards the right side of rafters, but eventually falling down and getting taken down by both the players together. And that is a second round in the bag for Team X Gravity, who's on the attack. What is happening with Split today? We saw this in a couple of games so far. The attacking team starting off really well. Perhaps it's the aggression, perhaps it's the intent.
I'll show her who's a real genius is.
We're gonna have to wait and see how this one plays out. So Team X Gravity for sure is gonna be playing out the bonus round, and we've got full buys on the side of Team Pistol Esports, as it looks like another B-side push, and that bomb buddy from Raze was relentless, refused to go down and gave up the position of Rude, who has been taken down a couple of trades since then. Juzo coming in with a few incredible picks from under heaven, prevented the spike plant, and Mindfuck will come in to take that last and final kill to secure the first round for the defenders. Pistol Esports have gotten off the mark, and a good play from Juzo, as you guys can see, just jumping under heaven, gets the first pick on Raze, and then gets the second important pick on Blade, who was about to put the plant down, and then has enough time to give the heal to Mindfuck as well, who just picked up that last kill. So Team Pistol Esports here have posted their first win, and they made that first buy round count, and now Team X Gravity is also going to be on full buys. Rude and Raze here, Rude and Fuse look like they are going to be on Spectres, so it's going to be interesting to see their positions. Juzo in a dangerous position. He is fully exposed above the smoke. I'm sure his head could have been seen, and Suicide here making no mistake, punishing him for that position. As the first player goes down, it's going to be Juzo. Rude, who is on the jet, is holding a good position elsewhere. Mindfuck looks like he has picked up the first pick on the A side, and now X-Gravity have also lost a player, and the equation is back down to a 4v4. It looks like Blade, who was on the Omen, had the spike and was outside of A, but now has repositioned back towards mid, given that they have got a pick here, and B Heaven looks a little bit more open. RK here is going to try and make this peak. There is a player on B Heaven. Suicide here elsewhere has picked up another handy kill, and he has picked off, I think, Mindfuck. So maybe going A is not such a bad idea, but interestingly, Team X Gravity are continuing the push on towards B side, and it has actually worked because a couple of members of Pistol Esports already began the rotation towards the A side of things. And Fuse will get taken down as well. It is just Hydra. He brings that blind out, but it is a little bit too narrow. And Team X Gravity are going to pick up a third round here. A well-fought round, a well-contested round. They did get the pick on A side with Mindfuck, and I was surprised to see that they came back towards B after that, because A side was pretty much open, but it actually worked out well for them because Pistol Esports just assumed that they're going to be rotating A side, and they did give them a free side. So a good play here from Team X Gravity Esports. 3-1 on the scoreboard. They are attacking on split, so I'm sure they will be happy with what they're seeing so far.
Time out.
Mindfuck here is searching for that first pick. He's got a sheriff in his hands. RK has to check his corner. He will, and he'll pick up the kill on Mindfuck. So the first kill going down again on the side of Pistol Esports. Rude has somehow picked up a classic kill and then pulled out the Blade Storm. So he has something to work with here. He's taking a little bit more control of the B side. And it's going to be Blade, I believe. It's going to be Hydra, in fact, from Pistol Esports, who has gone back towards A side. He knows that there's a lurker who's walking into A, and I think it is RK. We saw him pick up that first pick. And Reaper going down as well as Juzo gets... Reaper taking the kill on Juzo. Reaper will take a follow-up kill on Fuse as Hydra will get that kill on the lurker finally and will pick up the Phantom. Thank you very much.
Last player standing.
Tried to go for the kill on Suicide. It's down to just Rude, who has picked up another kill with the Blade Storm. Finally, Reaper getting traded after he's done a lot of damage. And now it is a 1v2 situation. We got Terminator on Sage, who is on side, and Suicide on the Killjoy, who's on A main. Ooh, the timing of that peak was insane. Terminator was about to pull down his resurrection, and now all of a sudden Rude is gonna be on the defuse. He tried to stick it halfway, but XG Suicide was sure of his position and sprayed down into that smoke, taking that kill. But take a look at this. Wow, Terminator was on the verge of reviving one of his team members, and just like that, Rude was able to pick up the kill, but to no avail. Couldn't save the round. That round does go in the favor of X Gravity Esports, and the scoreline now is looking at 4-1. Quick look at the economies, folks. Both teams still coming out with full buys, so there's not much to split these teams yet in terms of their economy, at least. But Team X Gravity are slowly putting together some momentum here, and Reaper here aggressively moving in towards B Heaven, and with that Omen blind gets the pick on Juzo once again, and this time Rude was able to pick up a kill in exchange, but he gets taken down by Terminator, and the trade has come in. The B side control has been taken completely by Team X Gravity once again. And Mindfuck here on the rotation will get the first pick on Reaper. Can he pull something together? Hydra gets taken down, unfortunately, and now Mindfuck is looking at a difficult 1v4 situation. Gets the pick on Raze, but he's literally 1 HP because of that nade that came in. Tries to go for a peek, but with just 1 HP, that was always going to be a challenge. X Gravity Esports are here definitely with some momentum on their side. The scoreline now moving to 5-1 on attack. I'm sure they'll be happy with what they've seen so far. Pistol Esports, on the other hand, need to do something different here. Let's take a look at their economies. They're going to be going sheriffs all around except for Juzo, but maybe he's going to pick one up as well. And there you go. We're going to see a 5-man sheriff by on the side of Pistol Esports. Let's see how they're lining up. Sage once again, as we have seen every single time, he has no fear. He peeks out of that mid every single time, but this time it could be dangerous, coming down to just 8 HP. He does have a heal to bring himself up a little bit. Ooh, that was dangerous. That was a dangerous peek. Throws down a slow and moves back towards B main, but it is going to be short-lived. XG Reaper is on a roll here, pushing through that B heaven, getting 2 picks. Taking the B site is becoming too easy here for X-Gravity.
One enemy remaining.
A double peek coming in from X-Gravity once again, and Mindfuck going down, and last player alive on the side of Pistol Esports is going to be Hydra, who's on the Sheriff. He is lurking A heaven. He does have nothing much to work with. He does have 150 HP.
Cover going out.
And Reaper spamming through that smoke will secure a flawless round for Team X-Gravity here. A good start, it has to be said. On split, on attack, picking up 6 rounds. Surely, you have to say they're looking in a strong position. I said this before in the last match as well. If an attacking team is offered 6 rounds at the beginning of the game without having to play it, I think they'd take those odds and go straight into the second half. And with that said, Team X-Gravity already on 6 points on the board, 6-1. Pistol Esports definitely need to do something different here to pull things back. Reaper has been so effective pushing this B heaven in that combination with your Omen Paranoia. And are we going to see something similar once again? Juzo has paid the price for peeking aggressively in mid a couple of rounds already. Suicide here has pulled out his lockdown on B main. And this time around, Juzo will get the better of Reaper. A good combination with Omen Paranoia, even though it didn't hit. And Suicide is going to take that trade. Juzo was looking for that second kill, and meanwhile the Killjoy ultimate has completed and no one has pursued that B main push. Instead, the Team X-Gravity Esports have moved in towards A side, and now Terminator looks like in a spot of bother as Fuse on the wraparound will pick up 3 important kills. It is down once more just to the last player. This time it is Suicide. He takes some damage from that off shot, but gets double peeked and will get picked off. And that is a good round in the bag from Pistol Esports. Started out really well in mid, with Juzo getting his shots landing and playing a good combination play with Hydra, if I'm not mistaken. And following that, the wraparound from Fuse, who's on the raise, worked excellently with those 3 kills. And in the end, Suicide was left with too much to do. So interesting play. I think this is the first time we're seeing in this tournament where a Killjoy lockdown was used to simulate a push to a certain site, and the team eventually rotated to the other side. So these are the kind of plays that I'm really looking forward to seeing and getting implemented successfully in matches where it actually counts. And in usual fashion, X-Gravity once again in that mid position. Juzo with a different wall, a little more defensive, as you guys can see on your screens. He's a little more in a more defensive position. Jet once again is going to look to challenge that. He's going to get taken down. Hydra here with a peek, and I think I'm sure came as a surprise, and Fuse is going to take some damage as well from that bomb buddy, but they could not get the trade. So Team X-Gravity is down by 1 player, even though Raze is a little bit low, I believe. Fuse is down to 68 HP. He has come back all the way to A main and pulls out the showstopper in search for a player who is lurking in. He's aware, and that will be the kill on Terminator. It's a big one because he does have an AWP, and he will get traded out by Suicide. Just forgot to check that narrow angle as he was entering sewers, but he has pulled down, he has taken down Exterminator. If I'm not mistaken, he was carrying an AWP with him. And Team X-Gravity have a decision to make here. They're all currently in mid, all 3 of them, and Pistol Esports well positioned around the map.
30 seconds
Blade
left.
has been given the spike, and you know what's coming, folks. It's an Omen with an ultimate that is ready. Hydra will get one pick, but will get traded out. And Rude is there to finish things off with that operator. We didn't quite catch it. But Rude was playing a good position over at A ramps we saw earlier, and from that position was able to finish things off. And Team Pistol Esports are finally finding some form. They're finding their feet. Could this be the game changer for them, folks? Are we going to see a comeback? Maybe a 6-6 scoreline with Pistol Esports going into attack.
There.
A quick look at the buys, full buys all around, and the operator in play once again. It is on Rude, who is going to be peeking out of A main. In terms of the positioning for Team X Gravity, though, all 5 players in B main as of now, and there is no push towards mid, interestingly so. Couple of slows coming in from Juzo from B Heaven, and Mindfuck is holding that angle behind in B main, as you guys can see right here. He's got his utility set up and he's determined to not lose control of the site. And X-Gravity Esports aware that there is a strong sentinel in play and trying to reallocate resources, going towards mid, coming back now towards B main, maybe considering going towards A side. There's a lot of time here to play with. A nade going in from RK following the showstopper. Can he get the kill on Mindfuck? I don't think he can. In fact, Mindfuck is going to wrap around the pillar and pick up a couple of kills. How has he done this? X-Gravity Esports will be upset with that for sure. As another kill coming in, and all of a sudden, a round that was so well balanced is down to just a 1v3. Blade is going to be surely outnumbered here. Gets 2 quick, impressive kills. He's down to 16 HP. What can he do here? He doesn't have control of the spike though. And Rude is gonna go ahead and pick up those kills with that classic. What a round we just witnessed, folks. Team X Gravity, really a well-coordinated push with that nade from Race and the follow-up showstopper as well, but just couldn't find the purchase. Searching for Mindfuck, who just wrapped around that pillar and just picked off 2 players from that push, and the rest of his team cleaned up behind him. And Pistol Esports doing well to pull back another round. The scoreline now looking at 4-6. This is getting exciting. Rude here taking a more aggressive position, a more aggressive peek out of A main. He will be disappointed because my X-Gravity Esports once again are at B main and once again looking to push this, force the issue. And Mindfuck this time around falling back towards CT and getting that lockdown. Can we catch this? He will pick off RK, who was trying to come in. And now Team X Gravity is forced out.
You should run.
As the defuse is going to be stuck. I think this is going to happen, folks. They did. That was an incredible play from Pistol Esports. I cannot believe what we have just seen. The spike got diffused almost instantly. Pistol Esports, Mindfuck and Fuse combining beautifully there. The lockdown from the defenders forcing X-Gravity back. And on their way out, the defuse was just stuck. I can't believe what I just saw. And that's a round that they've pulled back so easily. Pistol Esports well played. And this time around, X-Gravity have decided to reorganize and come towards A side. But they're in for a rude shock. Excuse the pun. As Rude will pick off the first kill with that operator on the jet and dashes out of the way. And a double kill from Rude, and the round finishing with a flawless victory. That was something else. We need to catch this replay once again. Take a look at this. This first peek here from Rude dashing out. He did catch a glimpse of Reaper here. Take a look at how Reaper dashed into heaven, but that didn't really help much. But the last double kill, I think he got a collab kill here, and that is the best that a player can dream of. And with that, Pistol Esports, what a turnaround from 6-1 to 6-6, have pulled things back. They started a little bit slow here on Split, which arguably, folks, is a defender-sided map. But Team X Gravity putting in some really good, well-coordinated moves in the first half of that first half. But Pistol Esports doing well to fight back, and looks like it's all level at 6-6. But it's going to be Pistol Esports who are now going to be attacking in the second half. Rude is going to lead this charge here. He's got a ghost in his hands. Blade holding a good off angle will get the first pick on Rude, but Mindfuck is there to take the trade. Terminator rotating around will get the pick on Fuse. Pistol Esports here have fallen have lost a lot of numbers down to just their last player. It is down to Juzo. He is an exciting player. We've seen him play. Will take another kill with that classic. Can he switch over to the Ghost and make something out of this round? He does not have the spike. He does not have the spike. He does have 125 HP. He has managed to pick up the Ghost. He needs to go for that reload. I hope he knows. And unfortunately, despite that good performance from him, he could not salvage the round. A good play from him. Picked up a couple of kills even though his teammates were going down quickly. And the pistol round going the way of X-Gravity Esports here. You guys can see on your screens. Got that Ghost in, and that was just pure bad luck that he had just 2 bullets in it. He had to go for the headshot and unfortunately did not connect. So Team X-Gravity on defense has picked up their first round. I'm sure they're still a little bit sour from that second last round of the first half where the defuse came in, the ninja almost instantly upon the team leaving the site. But we are back here, and in terms of economy, yes, Pistol Esports is going to go in for a full eco. I can see a couple of frenzies and a sheriff on them, but yes, on the side of Team X-Gravity, it is going to be a full buy except for Jet, who might just be saving for an operator. So that will be interesting to watch out for. Reaper looks like he has been dominating the scoreboard with 14 kills. Rude is not far behind. Suicide here, peeking and taking the kill on Fuse. All too easy right now for Team X-Gravity. Have picked up a couple of kills. They've lost a player as well. And Juzo here once again showing us that aggression on the side of B Heaven along with Omen. Have made their way in. Reaper is on site. I'm not sure if they're aware, but for now, happy to just move out from B towards CT. Interestingly, maybe they're gonna go back towards A. And Juzo gets another important pick here.
I have the spike.
And looks like they have decided to go towards A,
Cover going out.
which is conveniently empty. Suicide is here at A Heaven. And Juzo has a good position here.
Found them. Killed my bot.
I don't know if Juzo spotted him or not. He is walking behind
Spike
Suicide.
planted. 1 enemy remaining.
Swarm grenade out.
Last player standing.
Juzo has played an incredible round so far, folks. And oh, he was so close to pulling off something special. I don't know if you guys noticed, but as Suicide dropped in front of him from Heaven, he chose to not shoot and just followed him out of C2 and wanted to confirm the position of the second player. And he did that as Reaper came in from CT, but just as he was healing, wasn't prepared for such an early peek from Suicide. So well played, really. It was Suicide with those 2 early kills and of course finishing it up with that clutch in the end. Pistol Esports really putting on a fight here and really contested that round so well with just a couple of frenzies and a sheriff. So a lot to be expected from them. Full buys all around from them this time. And interestingly so, Team X-Gravity is going to be forced into not so much an eco but a bonus round, and Fuse here getting an early pick on RK. It was a raise v raise fight. Juzo here boosted up once again and couldn't get the kill, and Rude was quick enough to flick to his head instead.
1 enemy remaining.
You will not kill my allies.
This is crazy.
Juzo will go for the revive here. It's down to just Reaper. He does have a Phantom which he seems to have salvaged from somewhere, but he will get taken down there as well. So Team Pistol Esports have arrived. Even on the attacker side, they are looking so sharp. They are looking like they're going for the win. And just wanted to make sure, you can see the revive that happened there despite having the significant number advantage, maybe even from an economy standpoint. Just want to make sure that they're not spending money where they don't need to, and that Sage revive is certainly going to help in that regard. Scoreline now looking at 7-8. Reaper and Rude are the top fraggers on both sides, and the Killjoys following not far behind. Suicide and Mindfuck on the Killjoys. So we got 3 players. We got Fuse, we got Rude pushing B main. We got Hydra here in mid, but more interestingly, Juzo and Mindfuck here with the spike outside of A. And elsewhere, Fuse has won the first fight against Reaper, so they have got the first pick, and he's going to go in with a follow-up nade, taking full control of B Heaven here. In fact, full control of B side, and now... Ooh, that was just bad timing here, but Terminator should get traded out as the team repositions. RK getting a good kill with the Sheriff, but will get traded out as well from Juzo in mid. So it is a game of patience that's being played out here. They're really well thought out. Not committing to any push until they are sure about complete side control. A little bit of a mishap there with Mindfuck as he was pulling back some of his utility, getting taken down, but no harm done because Juzo was there to finish things off.
There.
Well, so far, this has been interesting to say the least, guys. This has been probably the most well-fought match in this tournament, the most even match in this tournament. We're at 8-8 now, a heavy A push coming in. Suicide is going to be outnumbered here. Did really well to get the kill and break the bomb buddy, but gets traded out eventually. And this is a fast push from Pistol Esports, getting full side control, and the spike going down as well. Terminator has snuck onto site, but I think Mindfuck spotted him and he's holding that off angle. But that flick to Mindfuck's head from Terminator was unreal, and he's going to go for the wall and go for the revive. Can Hydra stop the defuse? Can he stop the defuse? He needs to hurry. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. It was a 1v1. He's going to go back to save that gun that he's got. But Team Pistol Esports will feel a little bit hard done here. Terminator putting in a good performance. Getting that kill on Mindfuck, I think, was the real game changer. And then getting that wall out. And just going for that diffuse. Scoreline now moving to 8-9, folks. This is getting really interesting.
Let's flush there.
Economies are still looking alright, but if X Gravity lose another round, it is likely that they'll be forced into an eco. I did see Rude pulling out the Blade Storm and an interesting Sage Wall here to get a pick on A main. I don't think there was much purchase from that, but they still continue on their push towards A side. It is Suicide who is holding A side on the right side. The Showstopper coming in will get the pick on Suicide. Just like that, they've got control of A side completely. Rude has gone ahead and picked up another kill. They are pushing aggressively through. Terminator will get the trade on Rude, but Fuse wants to contest it. Terminator will get the revive on Blade here, and the numbers are looking more and more even. Terminator with a couple of important kills. Juzo looking in the wrong direction, leaving Mindfuck to do too much on his own. And Team X Gravity will pull back a very, very important round. They really needed this because their economy was starting to suffer. And this is going to help surely on the side of Team Pistol Esports. Let's take a look at how their economies will line up after this round. There is so much happening, folks, in this game. We're now looking at 8-10. A slight edge perhaps for the defenders on this map in the second half. So far we are seeing Team X Gravity really doing well in playing really well. Here comes the operator finally. We've been waiting for this. So the economy seems to be all right, and Pistol Esports coming in with full buys as well. They're gonna be in for a shot here, and that Killjoy turret just spotting Reaper out, forcing him to dash out of that position after the first shot. He is gonna go in for a follow-up peek though. Meanwhile, Pistol Esports are looking to take control into heaven. An excellent paranoia coming in from Omen.
You should run.
And Terminator once again getting a pick. And the lockdown once again ensuring that they have moved out of sight. The spike plant coming in from Mindfuck. He's got a nano swarm, a couple of nano swarms lined up. Surely they need to play this one safe from B main. But take a look at Juzo's position. He's on rafters looking for that pick. Mindfuck getting a kill out of B main. They're not allowing this at all. And Juzo has come into the smoke to pick up a kill. And the defender-sided lockdown is in play now. But it does not detain anyone. Instead, Hydra with that well-timed paranoia and those peaks picking up those two important kills and kept Terminator engaged enough to allow Mindfuck to come in with that rotation and that flank from heaven. The scoreline now is 9-10.
Alarm bot out. Lights down. Placing swarm grenade.
Pistol Esports once again taking firm control of the site, and here's X-Gravity's RK on the race, getting one trade in, gets down to 22 HP, and we're looking at a 4v3 retake. It looks like that's a useful nade from RK for sure. Reaper elsewhere has got a pick, but the showstopper coming in from RK brings things down to just a 1v1. It is Hydra versus Suicide. The paranoia just missing gives Suicide enough time to go for the reload. Maybe not, but Hydra is going to pull that one off with a 4K coming in on behalf of Pistol Esports, who will secure another round. And the equation comes back, the scoreline comes back to 10-10. There was so much happening, folks. There is so much happening right now, and Pistol Esports are just not allowing the lead on the side of X-Gravity to extend beyond 2 rounds, pulling it back every single time. They are trying to show some aggression, showing intent, using the lockdown so well. Once again looking to replicate that push onto side. XG Suicide is standing strong. He is on screens, has picked up 1 kill and is still alive, but he'll finally get taken down by Hydra, as Blade will get a trade on Fuse, who was a little bit aggressive on B Heaven. Juzo is going to wall off screens.
You should run.
And the attacker's side, Killjoy once again from Mindfuck, as Terminator will pick up a couple of kills, has the revive ready, and he's going to bring this down to a 3v1. They're going to wait this one out as the Killjoy lockdown completes. And Mindfuck you with a push with the Spectre. He knew exactly where they would be, and it was predictable enough. He does have a couple of utility here to prevent that diffuser, but maybe not. RK has finished half. And we'll go ahead and land that headshot, and we'll finish the diffuse as well. Well played. Pistol Esports, Mindfuck, what a move from him. Wow. Wow. The lockdown going down, and he knew exactly where they would be to avoid the lockdown. So he pushed CT while he was defending the spike. But the only compromise there was that RK had enough time to come out and finish half the diffuse and then give him the peak of his lifetime to get a headshot. And Pistol Esports here now back down by a round to 10-11. X-Gravity, this is such a well-fought match, folks. Let's take a quick look at the economies. It looks like there is a Guardian in play in the hands of Juzo. And a push here, perhaps a simulation really on the side of A, because I can see that the spike is in B side, and Juzo, we talked about this Guardian, he gets a 1-tap on Suicide. That is the stuff of dreams. RK will be there to get the pick on Fuse, and that nade is going to force Juzo back. He does have a revive, so maybe that's on the cards for sure. XG meanwhile has picked off another couple of important picks, and more importantly, in B side, Reaper has firm control of the spike. Hydra is coming to challenge this.
1 enemy remaining.
And he thought he could sneakily pick it up, but not to be. It's going to be down to just Juzo, who is in mid right now. A 1v4, and he's just got a Guardian in his hands. How sweet was that 1-tap on a site?
Satisfied.
Gets a second kill as well. And comes in and is able to pick up that Phantom. Surely XG needs to hold this crossfire down, because Juzo is looking like he's in a mood. That paranoia will surely help.
30 seconds left.
I have the spike.
20 seconds on the clock. He needs to come into the side, and XG Terminator is there to pick it off. A valiant effort here from Juzo. That Guardian really cannot be underestimated. He picked up a couple of important picks and almost made it look like he was on the way to doing something brilliant. But in the end, good angles held. Take a look at the crossfire, folks, from Team X Gravity. This is some high-level Valorant gameplay right here on display, folks.
Placing sentry. Alarm bot out.
We are on match point, and it is Team X Gravity Esports who have played so well to earn this position. But Team Pistol Esports surely are not going to give up so easily. They are on A side right now, and this is looking like a fast push in. Rude is leading the charge.
Get out of my way.
And it's going to be interesting to see how Suicide is going to handle this. Interestingly, Pistol Esports haven't walked onto site. They're going to walk onto A heaven through ramps. Suicide has not peeked yet, so he's not aware of the crossing. Playing this one is a little bit slow, and Mindfuck started here just giving out a little bit information for his teammates. Rude is going to pick up the first pick from Blade. And Hydra here tempting Suicide with his ultimate as well, but having to cancel in the last minute. And Juzo with that Guardian once again getting the pick on Suicide. He's going to go ahead and get the revive on Rude, who still has the Blade Storm. And that is going to be helpful. He will get picked off by Reaper, which will get traded instantly. And Terminator is the last player. So Pistol Esports will pick up that round. Do we have another overtime on the cards, folks? Juzo on that Guardian is looking absolutely dangerous. Interesting round there from Pistol Esports. They didn't really commit to side. They didn't want to give too much information. They put down a turret on A heaven and played with that and tried to get as many picks as possible. For now, once again, it looks like they are back on B side. Reaper here with the Blaze Storm wants to peek early, wants to get some of this action, but I think after seeing the number of players involved has fallen back just a little bit. In comes the boom bot from Raze. Needs to get taken down instantly. Killjoy's turret has come up to make sure no one is going to sneak up into the smoke. The nade is going to make further sure of that. Suicide, who's on the Killjoy, is still on A side, hasn't begun the rotation yet, and maybe a good thing to do there. Reaper just wanted to make sure that that turret isn't going to come in the way of any of them winning their gunfights, as we have seen so often. And now he might come face to face with Fuse. He's got the Blade Storm ready. Misses the shot, but Terminator is right behind him to pick up that kill. And meanwhile, the rest of Team Pistol Esports have rotated and made their way towards A side. They really want this round. There's 30 seconds on the clock. It's going to come down to the wire, folks. They need to win their gunfights. Juzo, where's your Guardian at? He swapped it out for a Phantom.
Left.
Suicide is on site. I don't know if they're aware. He's gone ahead and picked up a kill. He gets blinded by the Omen Paranoia and nearly secures a second pick. But Hydra here making amends with that Bulldog. Picks up 2 kills. The equation is now a 3v3, and the spike has gone down. They've got Juzo, Hydra and Rude still alive. X Gravity need to navigate this retake perfectly here. The spam missing through the smoke. It is down to just Juzo. He will get taken down, and folks, it looks like Team X Gravity is taking home the first map on Split. What a well fought game this was. 13-11. Pistol Esports did not give up.
Defenders win.
And in the end, it was Team X Gravity who's going to wrap things up, taking home the first map on Split. What a game that was. I think that was the best game that we've seen in this tournament so far. Both these teams playing at such a high caliber, guys. I know it on good authority that we've got a couple of Radiants in here, which is among the top 500 players in the Valorant servers in Southeast Asia, and that is impressive. Terminator on the Sage, top fragging with 23 kills. I do want to talk about Juzo's one taps. Oh my god, that Guardian play was incredible. And this is just mouth-watering stuff to watch, folks. But in the end, it was Team X Gravity who was disciplined. They came out on top. They won the gunfights and in the most crucial points. And Team Pistol Esports will be raring to go in map number 2. Surely they're not going to give up without a fight, folks. I know it. And the next map, I believe, is going to be Haven. And it's going to be exciting as hell. And I cannot wait for that to get started. But until then, please stick around. Don't go anywhere. This next game is going to start in just maybe under 5 minutes. And we'll be back with live action pretty soon, folks. So stick around and don't go anywhere. Keep it on.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. 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 It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity.
All right, folks, it looks like we are all set for map number 2. Sorry about that long break. A couple of players needed the time to fix a few issues, but it looks like we're all set. Just a reminder, it was Team XG Esports who took away the first map on Split. It was an amazing game to watch, and now we are looking at Haven. Pistol Esports need to come up with the goods, folks, or they're going to be sent packing home, and it's going to be X Gravity who's going to be confirming their slot in that semi-finals scheduled for tomorrow. Having said that, let's jump onto the big screen, folks, and we're going to head into Agent Select. Alright, what's happening here? It looks like we got Haven, folks. A map that has 3 bomb sites, so always an interesting spin there. Terminator here is going on the Sova, it looks like, on the side of X Gravity Esports, who are all 5x5 locked in already. RKB, who was on the Raze in the last map, has switched over to the Phoenix, it looks like. Blade's gonna continue being on Omen. Suicide on the Cypher, which I believe is his main. And Reaper is gonna be on the Jet once again. On the side of Pistol Esports, Fuse is gonna be on the Raze. Rude looks like he is gonna go on the Cypher, and he has locked him down. There were people in the chat really hoping that he's gonna pick up the Jet and maybe dropping that 30 bomb, but we'll have to see about that. Strokey, a change in lineup for Pistol Esports, coming in and replacing Hydra on the Omen. Juzo's gonna go with the Phoenix this time around, and Mindfuck's on the Sova instead of the Killjoy, and that looks like it is settled. And this is it, folks. Pistol Esports need to come up with the goods here and win this match if they want to take this game into the third map, which is going to be Bind, and it's going to be the tiebreaker for this if Pistol Esports can come out of this one strong. But for now, it's going to be Team X Gravity Esports coming into this map with a lead. They're going to start things off in Haven on defense. It's going to be fun to watch, and we're going to follow all the action right away. 13-11. I wonder how many of you guys really expected Team X Gravity to pick up that first map. Pistol Esports showed so much promise, and I know that they do have quite a fan following. They're one of the biggest teams coming out of Kerala, and I was personally super excited to see them perform in our tournament, and I'm excited to see them do well in this match as well. They are going to be attacking, so before we go there, let's check out the setups on the defender side. Cypher is going to be anchoring down on C. We got Reaper on the Jet along with Sova, who's going to be on the A side. A very aggressive looking push through mid here for Pistol Esports. Juzo will get the first pick on Blade, who is on the Phoenix. Fuse has taken some damage. Juzo coming out with a flash, a good one at that, but wasn't able to secure a pick. Rude, meanwhile, has picked off another kill, and Pistol Esports have a significant man advantage. Suicide going down, it means that C side is pretty much available to be taken, and now Team X Gravity needs to somehow figure out this retake. It's a 3v5 on pistol rounds. Can be a little bit tricky. Strokey's holding off a tough position here, and looks like Arcade might just fall for that trap. He was planning to go to Heaven, but no, they've gone all through CT. Got the first pick as well. All 3 players on site. RK is gonna take off Strokey, but Fuse and Juzo will come in with those pistol picks, both holding those ghosts and landing their headshots to pick up that first round. So good start from Pistol Esports. This is what we were hoping to see from them. They need to continue this momentum on their side if they want to take this, secure this map. And a good start from them so far. So definitely will be investing heavily on the second round on those Spectres. In fact, Fuse and Strokey looking like they want to stick with those pistols. An interesting play there from them. X Gravity Esports putting in 100% eco. And take a look at what their play is. They have all pushed out from B and mid, hoping to meet someone, but unfortunately for them, Pistol Esports have decided to go A side, which is completely empty, and Blade has just wisened up to that.
Spike planted.
He is surely calling his team members as Pistol Esports will start getting the picks. Suicide managed to get a kill with someone with a classic.
Last player standing.
Fuse is going to pick off Blade and A Heaven as well, and is down to just Terminator, who's on the Sova. 38 HP, lands a headshot, but it wasn't enough as Juzo is just gonna walk through that Spectre spray and pick up a second round in the bag for Team Pistol Esports. 2 rounds in the bag. We're looking at a scoreline of 2-0, and this is really going to give X-Gravity a chance. That eco is really going to give X-Gravity a chance to go in for those full buys, and Terminator has invested in an Odin. He is set up in garage right now, so watch out for those recons that are going to come out, and maybe even the drone. And for Pistol Esports, they are going in for a Spectre buy, looks like, except for Fuse, who's invested in a Phantom. And once again coming out into mid a little aggressively, and Juicer here will get spotted out as expected with that Sova drone, and the Odin spray coming in and picking him off, and Fuse going down as well outside of B main, or outside of B. Pistol Esports now down to just 3 players, and maybe need to do a little bit better on this round on the bonus if they want to secure this. Mindfuck has picked up a kill on Blade, who was peeking out of A-Link.
Cage triggered.
Suicide here has walked in and came face to face against Rude, and he did win the gunfight, but elsewhere Strokey has picked up the kill on him,
Last player standing.
and so many kills going around. It's down to just Mindfuck and Suicide, and Mindfuck is going to wrap things up with a 4 kill. He is looking strong on the Sova, guys, and a 3rd round in the bag despite losing 2 early picks, going in the way of Pistol Esports. And I thought Suicide did so well here to come into side sneakily and pick up so many kills. Even Terminator getting a kill on Strokey with that Odin, but just sitting outside B was Mindfuck on the Sova, and he wrapped things up and made it look really easy at that too. And this means that Team X-Gravity Esports are going to go in for a Sheriff round, going to go save heavy here. All 5 players going in for the Sheriff buys, and a full buy on the hands of Team Pistol Esports. Strokey will take down Suicide really quickly in B side, and Terminator here with that shock dart damage is down to 30 HP already.
Revealing area. There they are.
Spike down. C.
That was a really good recon from him, and picking up a kill on Fuse as well. Elsewhere, Terminator has managed to get a kill as well, but he will get taken down, and now we're looking at a 3v3. These Sheriffs coming in strong, and they managed to pick up a gun. I was just going to say,
One enemy
but the
remaining.
player who did was RKB. He gets taken down, and now it's down to just Blade, who will come face to face with Mindfuck, and that will be a 4th round in the bag for Team Pistol Esports.
Need a drop.
Strong start here to map number 2 from Pistol Esports. Full buys again from Team X-Gravity, and Soa once again with that Odin is going to be playing in garage, and if that recon bolt is not destroyed immediately,
Joke's over!
and that is exactly what we talked about, the ability of Sova to stop the damage here. Juzo with that flash making it count though, and getting a kill. He will get traded out by RBK, make no mistake. Reaper here, oh, he will be a little bit unhappy with himself for missing that op shot, getting tagged in the Cypher cam as well subsequently. The Omen blind is all set to go out, and it does go out, and Suicide doing a good job from A-Link, getting a pick off. Rude going down as well. It's going to be down to just Mindfuck. He will get taken down. Reaper redeems himself after missing those initial op shots and picks up the round, and X-Gravity will post their 1st round of this map on the board on the side of defense. Took a little bit of time coming, but it's better late than never, I suppose. Reaper with that Operator looking strong, and now he's going to line up outside of A main. But Team Pistol Esports have something else in mind. It looks like they are... Well, actually, they are going to be going A main, and this could be expensive and costly for them. I wonder who's the first person who's going to peek this. Surely jiggle this corner. Jiggle this corner, man. Fuck, you got to do this.
Take flight.
And he's smart about it. He's going to send out that drone through A shot. Just to make sure there's no one lurking in the corners with a shotgun. Suicide here was ready and waiting for him at A shot. So they do know that Cypher has changed over to A side. He was anchoring C at the beginning of this match, and now Suicide has moved over to the A side, which probably makes them think they need to move around. But here's Jet with that op almost peeking out towards Mindfuck. Juzo has stuck behind on A shot. Will look for the lurk, and Fuse getting taken down with that Odin spray, I'm sure. That is a matter of concern for Team Pistol Esports on how they deal with that Odin in garage. Strokey here just sitting in the smoke of the enemy Omen. Suicide will get a pick here. It is Juzo who's gone down, but Mindfuck is there to take the trade. And in comes the Hunter's Fury coming in from Terminator. Will get a pick on
Spike
Rude.
down A.
And
I
the
have the
spike
spike.
has
30
been
seconds
dropped
left.
on A. And Mindfuck, he does have Omen, he does have Strokey for support, but Reaper on the operator is in heaven, and this could be dangerous. He does have a smoke in his hand. Put out the smoke, my friend. Reaper missing the op shot. He has seen the muzzle of that gun. He needs to get that smoke to heaven. Finally, he does. And Jet needs to think about an alternative play here. Maybe we'll put out the Blade Storm and come
Last
out.
player standing.
And that flash from Phoenix doing the trick here as X Gravity will complete the retake. No problems whatsoever. Despite that rocky start initially, X Gravity's Suicide getting a pick on Suez. But Pistol Esports reorganizing themselves really well. And Strokey with a well-timed blind as well. But unfortunately, coming out on the wrong end of that aim fight. Thanks to the flashes from Phoenix. X Gravity posts a second round on the board. The score now moves to 2-4. And let's take a quick look at the economies now. Pistol Esports doing okay. Juzo's back on the Guardian, and Mindfuck's gonna be on the Spectre this time around. And Reaper once again, this time opping at A side, at C side. Interesting position being held by RBK here. Fuse will get spotted out. Suicide will take a little bit of damage with that nade, but that is totally okay in exchange for the kill on Fuse. Blade with that fake TP. He's going to get spotted out, blinded and spotted out, and this is dangerous for him. The shock dart coming in. Will get the pick on Mindfuck as Root takes down Terminator.
One enemy remaining.
Strokey, who was sneaking into B side, and down to just Rude, who will get taken down by Suicide. It is a Cypher versus Cypher, indicating that they want him to save that Odin over there. And a third round on the board for Team X Gravity Esports. So a good start by Pistol Esports. We did see that a 4-0 lead they were able to pick up, but in the end, Team X Gravity were able to fight back as well, bringing the scoreline back to 4-3. Both teams, nothing much to separate them still. And we're going to have to wait for a few more rounds to see which one of these teams is going to start stamping their authority on this map. Pistol Esports here finally being forced into an eco round. It seems like their money never runs out. But here they are. They are coming in with a couple of sheriffs and some specters. Let's see how this goes. Phoenix is leading the charge here. Oh, the showstopper coming in and getting rid of that Odin here. Odin spam coming in from A-Link, and the spike going down. Blade will pick up a kill on Juzo. I think he was on the Guardian, I'm not quite sure. But he does get taken down, and I think the rest of the Pistol Esports are all at A-Link perhaps, because I don't see anybody on site. And there you go, Suicide pulling out his ultimate, and this is super helpful. They know that if they can get past this Sova ultimate, they can just take that defuse, and as long as they can hold off the fire coming in from A-Link. Strokey with a double kill!
One enemy
With
remaining.
that Sheriff, it is down to a 1v1. Mindfuck does have an Odin on his hands, and looks like RKB is gonna stick this one. You need to spray the smoke, my friend. And no, he has pulled off a ninja defuse. Pros don't fake indeed. We saw this a couple of times yesterday, and we saw it today as well. And once again, this time it was RKB on the Phoenix who just stuck that defuse with the help of that smoke in front of him. And maybe Mindfuck was under the impression that he is just faking, but it was not to be. And Team X Gravity surely stole that round. I think Pistol Esports played him really well to make so much progress in that round with just a couple of sheriffs. And in the end, it was Team X Gravity who sort of stole that from them. Terminator looking for that kill outside of garage thanks to that recon, and Juzo has pulled out the run it back. He's trying to clear B side. They do have B side in control. Another pick coming in for Pistol Esports now.
Exactly where.
Another kill coming in as well. Team X Gravity are down to the last two players, and I'm
Last
sure
player standing.
Reaper wants to save the operator, but it's not to be Stroke. He's gonna pick up that kill as well, and just at the cost of one player, Pistol Esports have pulled out that round, and the score now moves to 5-4. This is incredible from Pistol Esports. I think they really enjoy pushing this B side and holding down those angles from both A Link and C Link, because they seem to be doing it every single time.
Right here. Shot that. Deploying drone.
Cover going.
A lot happening here. It made Fuse here was waiting in that garage window. Will take down Blade, who is not aware of the position that Mumbai has spotted out another player outside of garage, but Fuse is gonna fall back here.
No charges.
Reaper here with that operator has picked off Fuse, finally getting that trade. Pistol Esports now down to just 3 players. They are reorganizing and coming into A site, it looks like, and Strokey is gonna get a useful pick on A on RKB as Reaper does pull out the ultimate, but Root is gonna take him down and could not stop the plant, and Team X Gravity are down to just 2 players. They need to figure out a 2v3 retake here between Terminator and Suicide. Suicide here has come in on the flank from A main, and Sova is gonna try and push that CT side position, which is currently being blocked
Last player
by a
standing.
Cypher Cage. Rude has picked up the kill on Suicide, and that is unfortunate, the timing on that for Team X Gravity, as Pistol Esports will wrap up another round in their favor. 6-4 in the lead at Haven in the first half with just 2 more rounds to go, folks. It is hard to call this map. It is definitely hard to call this map. Anything can happen from here. But the next 2 rounds I feel are going to be critical, and if any of these teams can capitalize and win those 2 rounds, perhaps they can even take that momentum with them into the second half. And as a result of those back-to-back losses, it looks like Team X Gravity are going to be on an eco round. A couple of Sheriff buys, a Frenzy, and a Bucky, interestingly. And even before I could complete that sentence, Juzo has already picked up a kill. And an instant trade coming in as well. Suicide here gets the pick on Strokey. Will take that gun as well from him. Thank you very much, Pistol Esports. With a man disadvantage now as X Gravity come in for the retake. It is once again a B push. Pistol Esports do seem to enjoy planting and holding off the B side. Juzo is playing on site at the back of side. This could be dangerous for them. Mindfuck with that Odin from A-Link.
Revealing area.
Phoenix Flash just paving the way in, and Juzo will pick off Phoenix, and he'll pick up Suicide as well from behind. In comes the Molly, and it is going to be a 4K from Juzo with the help of that Molly. Can you imagine? What a hole from him. He was the only player on side, and he did not allow access whatsoever, even though it was a numbers advantage for Team X Gravity. Granted, they were on that eco, but they managed to pick up a Phantom, but maybe I was hoping for them to be able to put in a stronger performance than that. Weren't even able to touch the spike, and now Pistol Esports are definitely looking strong with the 7 rounds in the bag and 1 round to go. The last round is going to be full buys on both sides. We have Odins on both sides held by the Sovas, and Mindfuck here is going to get taken down while he was droning in B window, and XG Terminator has done brilliantly to do that there. Fuse here almost getting spotted out. That could have been ended badly for him. Rude has picked up a kill on Suicide. Fuse will go ahead and get a pick. The showstopper coming in. He has just mistimed it a little bit, and now Terminator will pick up a 3rd kill. It is down to just the last player, Juzo.
Scouts down.
He catches Terminator off guard. And in comes the run it back from Phoenix. This is a good blind. Somehow survives it. Will get the pick on Omen as well. And can he go for the plant?
Spike planted.
This would be something else if Juzo can make this pay off. Gets the first kill down to 22 HP, but RKB has that headshot under control and will go in for the defuse. So somewhat balancing things off. The scoreline at halftime is set to be at 7-5, folks. Take a look at this. That first peek from Juzo, it did really look like he did a lot of damage, and I thought maybe he'll finish things off with the second peek.
Switching sides.
But it was RKB with that headshot landing it before him. And a crucial round perhaps. The scoreline now at 7-5. Pistol Esports with the edge over X Gravity. And now they get a chance to defend on this Haven map. We did see a no-nonsense approach from X Gravity last time around on split in terms of attack, just going and committing to a side, not too much rotations, at least in the first couple of rounds. They aren't going to go slow, and it looks like they have identified that they want to go A side this time around. On the side of Pistol Esports, they got three of their good players holding it down. They got Mindfuck, they got Juzo, and it looks like they've got Rude, all three holding down A side. And even as the team moves into A short, Mindfuck had briefly thought about going away, but has realized that it's going to be pushed onto, and he has made his way back onto site. And take a look at this. Three players approaching from short. Juzo will get taken down in that position on the right side. Rude coming in as well. Fuse is able to take one trade, but Mindfuck will get taken down as well. And Pistol Esports is going to have to pull off. Oh dear, you never want to see those. But it was a team kill with so much shocked that his Terminator takes down one of his own players. It's down to just Strokey. He has 52 HP. He does have a ghost in his hands. If he doesn't land that headshot on Phoenix.
Shadows traveling.
Strokey here has put the smoke down. He is not going to stick the defuse. And he was in the smoke and will pick up the kill on RKB, who kind of panicked a little bit and came ahead with that flash in his hands. And Strokey has pulled off, I think it was a 3v5 or a 2v4 situation, has somehow pulled this round off. This flick on Sova was incredible and pulled back that round in for Pistol Esports. A round that did appear was going in the way of X Gravity, and as a result they are going to be going in for those heavy investments on the side of Team X Gravity in the second round. Predictably they are going with a few sheriffs, 3 sheriff buys it looks like, and it'll be interesting to see how they set up for this somewhat of an eco round push. Jet wants to contest Juzo up front here on B main, in B, and the flash coming in, and that will be the end of Reaper. That was fairly quick. Phoenix here, Juzo pushing out again, searching for more kills. Fuse
Spike down mid.
has picked up 3 kills coming out of Garage. Can he go for the 4th? Looks like he does. Looks like he does. He gets taken down, but in the end that bomb buddy doing enough for him. A 4K coming in from Fuse, a hyper aggressive play coming out of Garage, getting those 3 picks, and then down to just the last bullet. Didn't want to get stuck on reload, switches to the sheriff, sends out the bomb buddy, gets taken down, but then the bomb buddy will finish the job for him. Pistol Esports now really starting to look strong. I know the fans wanted to see this, a comeback from them on Haven.
Revealing area.
This match has me excited, guys. This match has me excited. Pistol Esports here. X Gravity Esports slowly just trying to search for picks in mid. At 5-9, I'm sure they're a little bit concerned. They want to see how they sort of readjust. And Reaper here will get the first pick on Juzo. I think this was on B side. The showstopper coming in from Fuse will get the pick on RKB. But I'm not sure if they're aware the Reaper has already walked into the backside of B. I think they are not aware. The spike isn't with him. The spike is actually with the rest of the team and they are walking into Seaside, and Mindfuck surely will be aware because of the sound cues. Sova's drone coming out. Mindfuck needs to somehow avoid this drone. He does need to avoid this drone, and he does. He does so well and comes out with a Spectre. Takes down Suicide. Can he take down Blade as well?
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
And it's down to just Terminator. It looks like Pistol Esports has somehow pulled this one back. Terminator gets a second kill. But Strokey is there to finish things off, and he will be picking up that Vandal for sure. As Pistol Esports put a 10th round on the board, and this Haven performance from them has been telling of what their true class is. Some great plays here that we have got to witness, especially on their attacking side, on that B side.
There.
Impressive post-plant positions. And those lightning quick rotations coming in as well have been so impressive to see.
Get out of my way.
Ooh, it looks like it was an eco round for X Gravity Esports, and now we're down to a 2v3 situation. Omen is down to 21 HP, and a Suicide is waiting outside A main for this pick, and that could be crucial if they can get their hands on a gun here. And looks like Suicide will pick up that Vandal. This could be big. This could be huge. He does have 100 HP on him. If Suicide can make this round count, it could really be the start of something for X Gravity. Mindfuck holding a good angle on platform. Just missing the headshot on Suicide.
Area. Take flight.
One enemy remaining.
Suicide here getting taken down by Strokey, who will go ahead with a follow-up kill while he was in the blind, and that is interesting to say the least. Pistol Esports are doing really well, putting an 11th round on the board. I think the halftime score was 7-5, folks, and they've basically won all the rounds in the second half. And X Gravity will be a little bit disappointed with that. They're going to try and pull things back a little bit. What's the play here? What's the move here? X Gravity. Reaper is on the operator. Bold move on the side of attack. Suicide here just walking into A site. Blade and RKB here making a lot of noise at A shot. I think it is intentional. It's going to allow them, and that spot is going to be dangerous for him. He's going to get spotted out in Cypher. He's going to go ahead and take that kill. Rude will pick up a second kill as well, as Suicide has walked onto side. I'm not sure if Rude is aware. Well, he's aware now because Reaper is going to pick up the kill with the operator, and now we're looking at a 3v3 retake that Pistol Esports need to figure out. And that is a good molly once again.
Last player standing.
And Fuse with a double kill with the utility, down to just Terminator once again. He is low on HP. Will get taken down by Juno, and that is the round. Another round for Pistol Esports. Boy, do they know how to defend on Haven.
Yeah.
Not a single round, folks. Not a single round this whole half. They have basically won 5 rounds in a row. And now we're looking at match point. This map hasn't been as close as what we witnessed in Split, where X Gravity absolutely took the game to Pistol Esports. But this time around, Team Pistol Esports are looking comfortable. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard. Juzo on the side of Pistol Esports with 19 kills. Topping that list. We're going to have to come back to that because the Hunter's Fury coming out almost immediately. And Reaper here forcing the issue and dashing into garage to get the pick on Juzo, who was on his run it back.
Joke's over. You're dead.
And speaking of run it back, here's the run it back from RKB. Doesn't give them much purchase, but they do know the positions now. Strokey is behind platform. Maybe they're not aware of that. A good omen blind from him, but Terminator will take the trade.
Going up.
Pistol esports now. How will they deal with this? A couple of trades coming in from CT. It is now a 2v2. In fact, it is a 1v2. It is just Reaper who is so low on HP
Last player standing.
and will take them both down. How did that happen? How did that happen in that spray? He was down to 7 HP, but Reaper managed to clutch that situation, and we all thought that may have been the end for Team X Gravity Esports, but it was not to be. It was not to be. Pistol Esports, they were able to fight back, and it was down to just Reaper who was hiding in cubby. He was literally 7 HP, folks. And what's more is he got spotted out by a recon as well. Full buys all around, and Team X Gravity here forcing the issue. They want to come fast. They're bringing some confidence from the last round into this match. There are 2 players of Pistol Esports who are on A long, and both of them will get taken down. Rude will get the trade on Blade, but that's just about it, as a Team X Gravity will make their way in. They have all 4 players in on hand, and that nade could be dangerous for Suicide. In fact, Fuse will get the kill and get the showstopper down.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
And it was nearly a round for X Gravity once again, but it was Juno who will come in and get that final pick, and looks like this defuse is in the bag, as Team Pistol Esports, folks, looks like have wrapped up map number 2. What a game. What a game we just witnessed, folks. That was amazing. Pistol Esports absolutely stamping their authority. A halftime scoreline of 7-5, and in the second half, Team X Gravity winning only 1 round. And Pistol Esports basically finishing things off. Here's a look at the scorecard for you. Fuse, 313 average combat score, 20 kills, 22 kills for Juzo. An absolutely impressive performance from them. It went down really fast, and they showed some real aggression and some intent, and those gunfights were absolutely on point from them. I absolutely enjoyed that. Pistol Esports is going to take this one 13-6, which means we are heading to bind, folks, for our tiebreaker. These 2 teams are going to fight it out for that final semi-final slot that is scheduled for tomorrow. So that action is just around the corner. We're going to be back with map number 3, which is going to be bind, in just a minute. So don't go anywhere, folks, and we'll be right back.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
All right, folks, we are back, and it looks like it is time for match number 3. We talked about the tiebreaker. This is the fight that is ongoing for the last slot in our semi-finals, folks, and it is down to these two teams to bring their best on the last map. The first map was taken home by XG Esports. The second map, it was Pistol Esports who dominated on Haven, and now we are looking at the third map, which is Bind. With that said, let's head straight into agent selection, folks. I'll see you guys on the other side.
It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
All right, folks, looks like agent select has completed on Bind, and we're going to start walking through those in just a second. So we got Team Pistol Esports who are going to be defending first on Bind. It looks like we got Rude, who is on the Raze this time around. Mindfuck's back on the Killjoy. We got Juzo on the Jet, and we saw some people in the chat talking about Juzo dropping that 30 bomb. So maybe we're going to see it from him in Bind. We've got Strokey, who is on the Brimstone. We saw him playing Omen. And finally, we've got Fuse, who is on the Sova. On the side of Team X Gravity Esports, we got Terminator, RKB10, and Blade playing the same agents as we saw in the last match. Suicide is on Killjoy, and we got Reaper, who is on Jet. The first map at Split surely was something that we saw. That the fight between the teams was incredible at 13-11, a close scoreline. Not so much on Haven, where we saw Team Pistol Esports really starting to dominate. And for now, it looks like Reaper is wanting to venture into A shot, dashes in towards U-Haul to avoid that Brim Molly from Strokey. We got some action over at Showers as well. We'll see if we can capture that.
Bomb buddy out.
Terminator has taken the teleporter here and moved back. Terminator has managed to pick up a kill on Juzo as well, so turning things around just a little bit. Pistol Esports have lost a couple of players as Team X Gravity look like they are reallocating towards B side, and no, they're gonna take the teleporter once again, heading in towards Showers, and looks like they are going to commit to an A side plant. Mindfuck is just around the corner. In fact, he is at heaven, will try to stop the plant as well, and gets the headshot on.
Spike down A. One enemy.
Suicide is the last player alive, and he will get taken down as well, and that will be the first round in the bag for Pistol Esports.
Smoke's down. Molly.
Alright, it looks like we have missed some action here. Pistol Esports have taken down 3 players of X Gravity Esports. It's down to just Terminator and the other player in and RKB, who's on the raise in Showers. It was a half buy from them. Terminator is left with just a classic in his hands. Will get a good handy pick on Strokey and nearly converted that into a second kill on Mindfuck. But those Spectre advantages will come out on top, and it's going to be Team Pistol Esports who have picked up a second round. Predictably so, they did go in with the heavy buys on the Spectres, and looks like on the side of Team X Gravity, they are going to come in with a full buy this time around. Another A side push for X Gravity. They want to try this again at A short, and this time there is some aggression from Pistol Esports as well. Looking at that A short area, we got a couple of players. They got Strokey down at U-Haul, is just going to lock down that area with the smokes. Juzo and Rude holding down B hooker with Mindfuck there for support, which means that there are only 2 players on A side, which are Fuse and Strokey. Fuse is playing behind the truck and just gets that drone to come out, and Strokey is on U-Haul. X Gravity here willing to take this one really slow with 45 seconds on the clock. They do have enough time. I wonder if they're considering a wraparound here. Killjoy is on with the spike. X Gravity's suicide here. RKB has picked up 1 kill, but Juzo has picked up a couple of trades here. Coming in from B long is suicide. There is Mindfucking support on B side, but they have made the right decision here, and it's looked like Reaper is going to get the kill. No, he is not. Fuse is going to take him down on the Sova, and he is positioned well, waiting for the teams to come in. Will catch up Omen in the teleporter and will wrap things up with that final kill on suicide as well. Pistol Esports are looking really strong here in map number 3, starting off well, winning their bonus round as well, it looks like, and so X Gravity might just be forced to go in for an eco round. Looks like there was a technical timeout, but I think we are past that. And Team X Gravity Esports coming in with very much what look like half buys, 2 sheriffs and a couple of frenzies. They are coming in a little bit hot here on showers and A-shot. In fact, Pistol Esports are quite happy at this point to give them that space, and Fuse falling back as well, trying to shock that. The default position is gonna come down aggressively. Will get the pick on Reaper and a second pick as well. Fuse, is this? That was insane.
One enemy remaining.
Mindfuck here coming with 2 kills as well. Will clean things up with that Spectre and finally getting that ghost kill. It looks like a flawless round. Yes, it is for Pistol Esports as Team X Gravity here were on an eco round. Let's remember that, folks. They were on an eco round, so they will be coming in with full buys right now, and I wonder if they will consider getting an operator as well. We saw them doing this on attack on Haven. They were able to pull back a lot of rounds with that operator earlier on as well, but now it looks like they will continue with the Vandals and the Phantoms, and the same can be said about Pistol Esports.
Turret out.
Spike down A.
A first kill coming in fact a trade as Fuse goes down at the cost of Suicide going down on the side of Team X Gravity, but they have come in and taken good positions. Strokey is going to go ahead and peek from Heaven. Heaven is currently smoked off. They have a couple of players there. And Mindfuck will pick up the first kill. Nearly getting traded out by Blade, and the Hunter's Fury coming in here.
One enemy remaining.
And just the last player alive, it is going to be Soba, who is stuck in U-Haul and will get taken down by Juzo as our 5th round is in the bag for Pistol Esports. Pistol Esports really turning things up here. Fuse top fragging with 9 kills. Looking really strong so far. And Team Pistol Esports have put on a strong performance. X Gravity surely will look to gather their thoughts and figure out how they need to reposition themselves, possibly look at something new. In terms of economies, I think they're okay. They can still afford full buys, so we can expect them to try another push this time around, maybe going towards B side. I don't know, I've not seen them do that yet this map, but for now it does look like Pistol Esports have got off to a fantastic start, a flyer if you will, and looking like strong contenders for that semi-final spot. Rude here, what an aggressive play on B. Long has picked up 2 kills, will get traded finally by Suicide, but Juzo is there to control that damage and will get the kill. And suddenly X Gravity Esports have lost 3 players. All 3 of them who were pushing B. Long have gone down, and now Terminator is going to search for this spike. He is the last player alive, but Juzo is going to be there to pick up that kill. What a peek and what a headshot from him. A 6th round in the bag for Pistol Esports.
Yes. Can I get this? Turret out. Get out of my way.
X Gravity here once again coming in hot. They are on a little bit of a half buy this time, committing to the A side push and going for that plant. Now can they hold on to these post plant positions this time around? Reaper here with a good pick on Mindfuck, but will get treated out by Strokey. The orbital strike coming in, but Strokey did not check under Heaven and is going to get traded out. And now we've got the Killjoy ultimate, the lockdown being pulled out of from Suicide. It looks like Soba's Hunter's Fury might just break that Killjoy ultimate. No, it has not. He has instead gone for a kill. And it's going to be down to just Fuse, who will get taken down. And here you go. Team X Gravity Esports have finally put their first round on the board. Can this be a turning point for them? I really hope they're able to pick things up from here. A scoreline of 6-1 is looking a little bit tough here for them. But I'm sure they've got something up their sleeves in terms of the economy. Folks, it was a little bit of a half buy from them, and that's what is amazing. They actually pulled that off. So I'm definitely excited to see what they try next. And finally, I think for the first time in this match, Pistol Esports has brought out an operator, and it is going to be on Juzo, and he's going to be peeking B long, and he does have a couple of players approaching him. This is going to be fun, but he needs to get out of that recon. Ooh, he misses the AWP shot just as the Nano Swarm comes in from Killjoy. Misses a second AWP shot, and that is uncharacteristic from him. Meanwhile, the showstopper coming in, and he updrafts just in time out of that position. But he is back here as the defender side Killjoy. This time it is Mindfuck who pulls out the lockdown. And this does mean that they are going to change and rotate. But Strokey is watching that rotation, has picked up a couple of kills, and so has
One enemy remaining.
Fuse, who will pick up the next kill. Looks like it is down to just RKB10, who has picked up 2 good picks here. He needs to push them back so he can pick up that spike here. He's going to get cornered from both sides though. Oh, what a flick to the head. Is this an ace? Are we going to see something special, folks? It was a 1v5 situation. He has managed to pick up the spike. He wants to go for the ace, but Fuse is going to shut him down. What a play from RKB10 after reaching a point where it was 1v5, nearly securing that ace. What a round we have just witnessed, and Pistol Esports almost throwing that away after getting that advantageous position. And well played. Kudos to RKB10 for that performance. He nearly pulled off something impressive and spectacular. But the 4 kills are definitely gonna help him, give him a boost for his confidence, I'm sure. And this time around, Juzo has decided to go with the operator towards A Showers, and he might come face to face against Jet in just a second. He will. He wants that second peek. Well, that's unfortunate. It looks like rest of X Gravity actually come in, and Juzo, you cannot do that, my friend. He just went in with a no scope shot onto Omen, and that means that Team X Gravity are down to their last player. It is Suicide. He's on the Killjoy, and he does have the spike, but he is up against 5 players, all 5 players of Pistol Esports. Might just get a pick on Juno here. He will get a pick on Juzo.
Turrets destroyed.
Might just be able to go in for that plant as well. He needs to look left for Strokey, and he just doesn't clear that closed left corner, and Strokey was just on 7 HP, but will be able to land that headshot nonetheless. Pistol Esports are running away with this. A scoreline of 8-1 on Bind in defense. It's not out of reach, and not something that X Gravity cannot fight back towards, but surely a few rounds in the bag will make them feel a lot more comfortable as we approach halftime. 8-1, and Pistol Esports are looking really strong here. Between Strokey and Fuse, they have absolutely dismantled that push that was coming down of Ace shot, and here's Mindfuck on the wraparound as well, getting the pick, and Rude is going to pick up another kill. Take a look at this. It's down once again just to their last player, X Gravity Esports. They're not able to win those gunfights, those first bloods, and Blade here needs to do something here with the Sheriff. He's got 125 HP. Oh, what a flick onto Mindfuck's head there, and Strokey is going to come in with that trade, but wow, what a shot from Blade. A 9th round on the board here. 9-1, folks. 9-1.
Placing sentry. Let's make them dance.
Juzo once again with the operator, getting that purchase, peeking out of hookah and getting the first kill. Team X Gravity, they need to rally their troops. They need to come in and get the picks. Mindfuck holding a good angle close left. If Reaper doesn't check it, he's going to be in trouble, and he has not checked it. And Mindfuck is going to take him down. A follow-up kill as well, as the showstopper will pick off Terminator. And take a look at the audacity of Mindfuck. He's b-hopping past. They are trying to go for it. That is unbelievable. I have not seen that, folks, in a pro scene. They were trying to go for a util kill, and Mindfuck here just trying to b-hop past that molly. Really showing some disrespect for their opponents, but let's hope that Team X Gravity Esports are going to be able to come back from that. 10-1 though. Talk about a one-sided half. Team Pistol Esports really putting their stamp of authority on this match.
Turret out.
Juzo here with a Blade Storm outside of Hookah, but it looks like it's going to be an A-side push. The showstopper coming in once again. And Root will be able to pick him off when the trade comes in, but the showstopper is going to be the end of him. It means that we are looking at a 4v4 now. Juzo still anchoring down B-side. He is alone, and perhaps he needs to stay here because a couple of players from Team X Gravity are rotating. Reaper and Suicide are making their way towards B-side. X Gravity here finally showing the intent, coming into A side, but Juzo was hiding in Hookah with that operator. He still has the operator. And that jet duel was something else. Reaper coming out on top, taking a second kill as well on Mindfuck, as Strokey will pick up Exterminator. Terminator is down to just Fuse. And finally, Team X Gravity will pick up a round and finishing up that half. Let's hope that that marks the change in the way they are performing so far. 10-2 at halftime, folks. 10-2 on Bind, and now Team X Gravity does get a chance to defend, and let's see how Pistol Esports will stack up against them.
Yes. Recalling my bot. Out of charges.
Juzo coming in with a couple of quick picks here. He has just waltzed into A site like it's his backyard, and the plant has gone down already. And X Gravity Esports already find themselves in a disadvantage, but Suicide and Reaper doing well here to pull a couple of picks back. They really needed this. Fuse will pick up Blade as well. This means that Reaper is all on his own in U-Haul. He needs to go for this defuse somehow. This is a tough retake. It's a 1v3 retake. Killjoy is going to hold that position at A short and not allow the defuse with her utility. And Reaper here just trying to clear the angles on CT side. Needs to get this headshot to land. And a good attempt from him, and unfortunately it's going to be Pistol Esports again who continue to dominate in this game. The scoreline now looking at 11-2. I can't believe what we're witnessing here. They did lose the first match. It split, folks. But what a comeback we saw from them on Haven, and now in Bind, really completely dominating so far is Pistol Esports. And this is what I like to see. X Gravity Esports have gone in for the force buy. I like to see that approach. I like to see that intent. He does have a judge, but still Reaper has taken down Rude, and that's what they needed. A second shock dart coming. in. RKB has survived it. This judge is going to give some purchase. No, it is not. Strokey here coming in and picking him off. That is unfortunate. That judge could have been dangerous for Pistol Esports. But nonetheless, Reaper has taken down the spike planter. And now we're looking at a very fair 3 versus 3.
Player standing.
And so quickly that round has changed. And Pistol Esports have pulled it back. I don't understand how RKB could not get those kills with the judge on U-Haul. That is quite unfortunate for Team X Gravity. And now we're at match point.
Yes.
And looks like they are settling for a B-side push. And take a look at the defenders. We have a full 5-stack defense on A side, but it looks like Pistol Esports are going in towards B. I don't know if they're aware yet, but the whole site is pretty much empty and they just need to go in and free plant the spike. I'm sure as a Sova drone will slowly reveal to them. The paranoia coming in from Omen on CT, and Mindfuck will be the first to get the pick outside of Hooker. It is Suicide who goes down, and he very happily picks up the Vandal. Rude here with that judge. Ooh, what a shot from Reaper with a right click on that Blade Storm.
Last player standing.
Reaper going down as well. It is down to just Terminator. He has a Spectre in his hand, and that will be the game, folks. That will be the match, and that will be the confirmation that it's going to be Pistol Esports who are going to be going in to the semi-finals that are scheduled for tomorrow. What a game that was. Pistol Esports, talk about domination. Fuse on the Sova, Juzo on the Jet. Those kills just don't do justice. It was something else that we just witnessed here. 13-2. That is a surprising scoreline, if not anything else, folks. This was arguably the best game of this tournament so far, and I cannot wait to see these two teams in action once again in a League EGO tournament. For now, however, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was an intense match. I really enjoyed casting it myself, and it looks like we have all 4 teams shortlisted for our semi-finals. It's going to be Beyond Infinity, it's going to be Lethal Esports, it's going to be Pistol Esports, and it is going to be the winners from the match earlier today, which I cannot recall, but these are the 4 teams that have made the semi-finals, and it's going to be a lot of fun, folks. If you guys enjoyed this stream, please make sure to drop a like, and if you think you enjoy content like this, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on our Instagram. All the socials are in the description down below, and make sure to join our Discord server as well. I want to thank all the teams and all the players for their time and for their talent. It was something else for us to witness what we did over the last 2 days, and of course we're gonna have the semi-finals coming up tomorrow. So 6 p.m. guys, 6 p.m. tomorrow, the semi-finals are gonna kick off. We're gonna have 2 games, one at 6 p.m. and one at 10 p.m. and then it's gonna be the grand finals on Saturday, and I am absolutely psyched for that event. For now, however, I hope you guys really enjoyed this stream. You guys continue to stay safe. It's crazy. These are crazy times that we are living in. Please stay safe from COVID-19, and I will see you guys in the next one.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. About It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.